Guys, this week's tip of the week, it's kind of old hat. Seems like every 6 months or so we have a show where this is the tip of the week, but I don't remember a show where it was really more of a bigger point than it was for this episode. We started out this morning wanting to do some drifting in the pass. Captain Ozzie had been on some big fish, told me to bring some 30-pound tackle. So we brought some 30-pound tackle for that this morning. Fish didn't chew all that good. We had to change gears. Ozzie was on some fish on some docks, really big 40-inch snook on the docks. He said, bring some 65-pound tackle, some of your tarpon rods for those fish. So we had those rods with us. Those fish didn't chew very good. We ended up on the flats on the incoming tide, throwing some artificials, topwater plugs, some plastic baits, Miradine, and finally we're able to get on some fish, some redfish, some snook, some trout. So I think of all the episodes we've ever shot, this tip of the week may be the most important, to just come prepared. Always have a bunch of tackle with you. Most of the boats today have tons of rod storage. Load up. Make sure you bring some artificials. You know, a lot of times you go out, think you can find bait. Maybe for whatever reason the bait left overnight, and now you're stuck without bait. If you have your artificials with you, you can still catch fish. You know, if you get on a big dock like we were on with some big fish, things can be tough. Always, always, always go prepared. Prepare for everything. You'll catch more fish. That's your tip of the week.
One thing I learned a long time ago, you got to check your ego at the door when you go fishing.
Yeah.
Because if your ego's too big, or these fish aren't good enough and all that.
God will humble you in a heartbeat.
Yeah, and it's just
in a heartbeat.
Why you spend the whole day with nothing? You know, if it's not working, it's not working.
Well, I mean, you know, we worked and worked and worked and worked and finally stumbled across something and hit pay dirt.
Well, most boats have a lot of rod holders in them. Take a bunch of extra rods with you. Take some of that heavier tackle, some of that lighter tackle. Make sure you got plenty of artificials.
And if you don't have plenty of rods, it's kind of like your wife's shoes. I've got to have them.
You gotta have.
Because this rod does not match this tackle box.
That's right. That's right.